Are you struggling with Selenium Grid errors on GitLab CI? You're not alone. Today, we're diving into a common issue that many developers face: the dreaded error forwarding the new session, empty pool of VM for setup capabilities. I completely understand how frustrating it can be when your CI pipeline fails due to configuration issues. It feels like you're stuck in a loop and the documentation doesn't help much. You're definitely in the right place to find a solution. Let's look at the specific situation. One user reached out with a configuration in their GitLab CI file and a protractor configuration file. They encountered an error when trying to run their tests. Sound familiar? Let's break it down. So, what does this error mean? Essentially, it indicates that the Selenium Grid is unable to find a suitable virtual machine to run your tests. This can happen for a variety of reasons, including misconfiguration or resource limitations. And stick around, I have some valuable tips at the end that will help you avoid this issue in the future and keep your CI pipeline running smoothly. To address the error regarding the empty pool of virtual machines, the user should first check the configuration of the Selenium Grid. It's important to ensure that the Selenium Hub and Node services are correctly set up in the GitLab CI configuration. Next, the user should confirm that the Phantom.js node is properly registered with the Selenium Hub. This can be done by checking the Selenium Hub dashboard to see if the node is listed and ready. If the node is not registered, the user may need to adjust the capabilities in the protractor configuration file. Specifically, they should ensure that the browser name matches the node's capabilities. Additionally, the user should check the version of Phantom.js being used. If it's outdated, it may not work properly with the current Selenium version. Updating to a more recent version could resolve the issue. Finally, after making these adjustments, the user should rerun the GitLab CI pipeline to see if the issue is resolved. Monitoring the logs will help identify any further errors. Fun fact: did you know that Selenium was originally developed for automating web applications for testing purposes? It's come a long way since then, but configuration issues still trip us up. Now let's look at the answers provided by other users. An alternative solution provided by a user suggests using XVFB on GitLab CI. This tool creates a virtual display, allowing headless Chrome to run your tests smoothly. Now let's dive into a different answer from another user. An alternative solution suggests that the error occurs because the requested browser, Phantom.js, is not registered in the hub. The user recommends using a different container, specifically Selenoid Phantom.js, which runs Phantom.js as a standalone binary. They also mention that Java and the Selenium server are not needed for Phantom.js, simplifying the setup. The user provides modified configuration files. In the GitLab CI.yml, they remove unnecessary environment variables and streamline the setup. In the protractor configuration, they update the Selenium address to point to the new container. This approach aims to resolve the empty pool error effectively. Here's a pro tip: always double-check your configurations and resource allocations before running your tests. This simple habit can save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. With these troubleshooting steps, you should be able to resolve the Selenium Grid error on GitLab CI. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more tips and tricks to streamline your development process.